3 is dealing with this theorem right here, the Triangle-Angle-Bisector theorem. And so what it says is if we have an angle that bisects, okay, an angle that goes through a triangle and bisects the opposite side, okay? So this is not the same as an altitude, okay? It's just an a ray that bisects the angle, so it's cutting the angle in half, and then it goes across to the other side. So it doesn't bisect this side. So these aren't equal. The angles right here are equal in measure. Okay. So what this says, if we have a ray that bisects that angle and goes across to the other side, that it cuts that other side proportionally. Okay. So that means that I can compare this side with this side and then compare that to the ratio of this side with this side. Okay, so I can write a proportion. So when that angle bisector goes through and hits the other side of the triangle, the opposite side, those two segments are proportional to the other two sides of the triangle. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the example here. Okay, so here's my angle bisector right here, because I noticed that because those both have the same arches. So that means this side right here, RS, is being split so that it's proportional to the other two sides. So that means I can write a couple different proportions. I can write 10 over 12 is equal to 18 over x, or I could write it this way. 18, probably 10 over x would be a little bit better because I want my x on top. So 10 over 18 is equal to 12 over x. And I can solve it this way. I still didn't get my x on top, but that's okay. I can get it by taking the cross product. Right? Basically, those could just switch places. Right? And now I can just multiply. Why did I put x down there? That's silly. That's crazy. That's a 10. Okay, so then I can just multiply those. So I multiply those, and I get 216. And then divided by 10, and I get 21.6. Same thing here. All right, these can just switch places. I'll write it correctly this time. Multiply those. I get the same answer, 216 divided by 10. That's my answer for x. Okay, so I can set up those the same way. It's kind of just like those other ones. We're just writing proportions and solving proportions. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Here you go. Here's your angle bisector right there. Write your proportion and solve for y. There you go.